good morning and welcome to White Mountains Today here, White Mountain TV 16. It is the 30th of January, the final Sunday of January, and a snowy day, the remnants of a snowstorm that blew through here yesterday. Not quite a blizzard, but definitely a lot of snow here in the Mount Washington Valley and in the White Mountains. So that's kind of a cool thing. Rob Clark here with you on this Sunday morning. Good to see you once again. Glad to be here, and with me as always, Matthew. Good morning, Matthew. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. I had a late start to my day.
You did have a late start, but that's okay. These things happen, Matthew.
They do. They certainly do.
These things happen, and especially with with the snow. So we didn't get as much. I'm seeing between 4 and 8 is kind of the word that I'm seeing out there in the world, because it's impossible to know.
Right.
Because it was great, because normally I have to get the snow off the roof and off the cars. Nope.
Yeah,
not this time.
I think I may have gotten like 4 inches. Like I barely got anything. Like I had a whole thing going with my snowblower plan today, and now I think I can just shovel it. So.
Oh yeah, and it's lightweight. And I was talking to a couple friends down in Rhode Island. I haven't talked to them today. Lots of wind, but fluffy snow.
Right.
And I think that's the key. I know there's a lot of people without power down, especially in Massachusetts, and that's always a bummer. But hopefully, because it wasn't this heavy, stuff. So, but hopefully you get your power soon down there in Massachusetts. So, but we got a good program on the program today. We are going to find out about powder skiing tips, powder and tree skiing tips from Ski Magazine. Ski Magazine is just one of the brands now part of the Outside family. Get Outside Plus for access to everything Outside offers. Just released exclusively on Outside Plus, the 3rd episode of Mikaela Shiffrin, Passion and Purpose, a 5-part original series following one of the most dominant ski racers in the world. Go to whitemountains.tv and click Outside Plus to get started. Now let's go powder skiing, shall we? Also, Tuckerman Ravine, we're going to find out from Jeff Fogmere, White Mountain National Forest snow ranger and lead avalanche forecaster for the Mount Washington Avalanche Center. I mean, that's very apropos, because I bet that because of the snow we got yesterday, especially because of the wind, that creates probably some avalanche issues. We will ask him that question. I am conjecturing, but I would just think that, because, you walk off your deck, you're like, oh, it's not it's a lot of snow because it drifted. So. Plus, we have Watch and Win. We have 2 passes to Great Gun Trails Outdoor Center, which is great for cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or fat biking. And, of course, after yesterday's snow, they're going, woohoo! You can just picture them up there going, woohoo! That's exactly what
the
they're
squeals
doing.
of delight on the tubing hill.
Squeals of delight. I like that.
That's right.
Speaking of squeals, let's talk about the weather and see what our forecast is looking like for today. And we shall see in the weather prognostication world of weather. And yesterday was kind of we didn't know. We didn't know what yesterday would bring. They're saying blizzard, but I don't think we really got a blizzard here. I don't think we've met the definition of blizzard.
Not even close.
Portland
I don't think.
might have, which I think is sustained winds over 30 miles an hour for 3 hours or somewhere in that realm. But today, strong low pressure will continue to move into the Canadian Maritimes, but lingering splashover and beach erosion will be possible during the morning's high tide cycle. Cold temperatures are otherwise expected before warmer air arrives by midweek. An area of low pressure will pass through the region on Thursday and Friday, and that could bring us some more precipitation towards the end of the week. We'll, of course, talk about that. So that's what they expected the snowfall to be yesterday. And that kind of looks pretty, 6 to 8 is what they're saying right here in our area. So
I believe yesterday when I was doing the show with Marty, I think it was we were in the 12 to 18 range.
Yeah,
so
I think
eventually,
so.
Yeah,
and then, but this was, when was this posted? This was posted yesterday at 7 a.m. So, but we should, parts of Massachusetts got 24 to 30 inches. So
wow,
they got a lot of snow, But today, areas of blowing snow. There we go. Mostly sunny, highs 11 to 17, west winds 15 to 20, gusts up to 45, decreasing to 35 later this afternoon. Wind chill values as low as 21 below. It is chilly with that wind. Tonight, partly cloudy in the evening, then clearing, lows around 2 below. West winds around 10 miles per hour with gusts to 20, becoming light and variable. Wind chill values as low as 10 below. On Monday, mostly sunny, highs in the lower 20s, light and variable winds. I think tomorrow is going to be a nice day. Monday night, mostly clear, lows around 4 with light and variable winds. And what day am I doing now? Tuesday? Mostly sunny with a high near 29. Look at that. Wednesday, chance of rain and snow. Boo. Cloudy with a low around 31. Chance of precipitation, 40%. So we're going to, Thursday, snow likely before 8 a.m., then rain and snow likely between 8 and 10. Then rain after 10 a.m. Highs near 43. And then Friday, snow likely again. So we're going to be kind of in that cycle. But
I was looking forward to those 40-degree days until I heard it was going to rain and snow. And
yeah,
all that. Yeah.
But we shall see. We shall see what happens. And when we get to our ski report, people are going to be very happy. Summits today, nothing going on. It just says 0. Oh, wait. They'll be in the clouds, becoming in and out of clouds under decreasingly cloudy skies. High near 0. Winds northwest 95 to 75 to 95, gusts up to 115, decreasing to 50 to 70. Wind chill, though, 60 to 70 degrees below 0. Rising to 35 to 45 degrees below. Oh, it's warmed up. It's only 35 below up there. And is that this morning? Holy mackerel.
That is this morning.
I know it's half hidden by snow or ice, but look at that up there. That is spectacular. Up there, up on the summit of Mount Washington. So this would have been a good weekend to be up there. Be up there, get up there Saturday morning, go through the whole storm, then come back out on it this way. But they didn't. I was looking at it yesterday, and their winds weren't crazy, And I'm sure when we talk to them, we can find that out because it wasn't crazy.
No
crazy. The whole thing because it's a nor'easter, so it's out on the coast, and they're up high, and I'm being so technical.
I think I'm not qualified for this talk.
I'm not qualified either.
It's above my pay grade.
It's just more conjecture. Rob and his conjecture. Hey,
there goes Rob and his conjecture.
There goes Rob. Is he driving his new conjecture?
GMC Grand Conjecture.
That's it.
Right next to your Grand Wagoneer.
Let's talk about skiing because that's definitely something to talk about today, and see what's going on. So our snow report is brought to us by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area, voted best grooming and scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. This winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Just plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com. Just 35 minutes from North Conway. You throw that just into a different spot, changes the whole sentence. Just plan ahead. And up there at Bretton Woods, look at that. 78 of their trails are open out of 98. 7 out of 10 lifts going today. They've got 365 total acres now. 6 to 8 inches in the past 24 hours. It is powder. 22 to 36 inch base depth. It is a powder day. New snow, the natural terrain will be beautifully soft, and the groomers will be in perfect condition. Be sure to keep an eye out on the report because they might change, add some more open terrain. Don't forget, if you want rentals, they are required 24 hours in advance, so you can get them for tomorrow. And the morning will see the conclusion of light flurries before clearing up, and partly mostly sunny and cold. And don't forget, the Stickney Cabin will be open on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Canopy tours continue to run Sunday and Monday. Oh, this would be a nice time for a canopy tour. So, and you can also test your speed on the NASTAR course today from 10 to 3. We used to do that all the time. When we went skiing, we'd go to the NASTAR course. Scenic gondola rides from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Monday, sleigh rides. Cranmore Mountain is now hosting 44 open trails. 6 of their lifts going today, 135 acres. 5 inches of snow is what they're calling it in the last 24 hours, packed powder, and a 16 to 23 inch base depth there at Cranmore. All open trails minus Glaze and Kessler were groomed late last night. They've added Lower East, Lower Schneider, and Upper Tommy's Trail to their trail count for today. And their lifts are going to be going from 8:30 until 4 p.m. Tubing Park will be open today from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Look at that photo. That's cool. That's another story. And don't forget to reserve your tubing tickets because they are limited and will sell during peak periods. Purchasing them online is a good idea. First tracks with the Snowmaker. Cranmore Seasons Pass holders get first tracks today. Meet at the Ski Mobile Express at 7:45 for an 8 a.m. lift load. So you have just a couple minutes to get there. So if you're going to plan to travel uphill, please note that you must have a valid lift ticket or season pass there at Cranmore. King Pine Ski Area. Matthew, that looks like 100% to me.
Looks about 100% to me, too.
There you go. 17 trails open, 5 lists, 50 acres, 4 inches of snow in the last 48 hours, powder, 24 to 36 inches of base depth. Today is a King Pine day. I can just, no way. That's today's picture?
Well, that's the live view currently at the base of King Pine.
That is beautiful.
And I'm sure towards the end of the show, it'll be crawling with people.
Wow, look at that trail. Don't you want to just, I don't even ski that much anymore, but I would go I want to go down that trail.
I just want to go stand and look at
there.
it.
So, so all 17 trails are open. 16 are groomed overnight. All lifts, including the Polar Bear, Powder Bear, Black Bear, Bear Rug Carpet, and Cubby Toe, are scheduled to open. And remember, they're open until 6 p.m. tonight. So you can get a lot of skiing in there at King Pine Ski Area. Tomorrow, the Pioneer Race Series continues. All right, there we go. We'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
White Mountains Today is brought to you by the Eastern Slope Inn. Enjoy spacious suites and full kitchens in the heart of North Conway Village. And by Attitash Mountain Village. Reconnect with family and nature at our White Mountain, New Hampshire resort.
When your passion has a path, you just have to follow it. See where one of our 50 academic programs can take you at White Mountains Community College. Enroll now at wmcc.edu.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events. From the backyard to the backcountry. Workouts, meal plans, curated content. All from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really? Hand me some Lay's. Hey, Eli! Road trip to the Super Bowl! We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
Good morning, you do again. Know without me, baby. Gotta wish that I could do that. It does kind of open things up.
Some people say if you want to see America, see it on the 4th of July. But America is just as beautiful on the 4th of January or February. No one experiences a true American winter the same way, but those with the confidence and capability in the all-new 2022 Grand Wagoneer will remember the adventure as long as they live.
The Wagoneer Series 1, now available starting at $61,440 MSRP. Or get a Grand Wagoneer Series 1 starting at $89,845 MSRP.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the supreme chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains Today.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and beam barn. The food is great. Appetizers like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain, or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, an outdoor heated pool and stocked trout pond. Alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16 Sunday, a little after 8 this morning. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around for the first 15 minutes and hanging out with us. And we're having a good time, as always. And hard to believe that January is winding down already.
Yeah, it's the last weekend, right?
It is. It's the last weekend in January. In fact, February starts on a Tuesday. So, but you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about skiing. So let's look at cross-country conditions. And these people are squealing with delight. We talked about squealing with delight. Up there at Bretton Woods, they have 38 of their trails open for 57 kilometers. 32 of those are track set, 37 are skate groomed, and machine groomed packed powder up there at Bretton Woods. And you know they got some great snow going on up there. Moving down the Dusty Trail, it's Bear Notch Ski Touring. You can give them a call at 374-2277 for the latest update. But as of Saturday, they had 40 kilometers of machine groomed packed powder and grooming on the Western Network, Eastern Trail Network, and Yates Farm Trail Network. And you know they got out last night and started grooming all this new stuff. And going to have some great skiing and snowshoeing at Bear Notch. Great Glen Trails, skate groomed as of yesterday. 15 kilometers of track packed powder and 45 kilometers of snowmobiling. So definitely give them a call or check their website. Oh, their new website, it just popped up. 4.5 inches of new snow has fallen since yesterday. For snow coach and tubing today, just check availability and book online. So go on to that if you want to do that. There are still room on a couple lessons today and lots of spots for tomorrow and Tuesday. So 15 kilometers track, 23 kilometers skate groom, and the trail surface is packed powder. Tubing Hill open. Jackson Cross Country, 4 to 8 inches of dry powder snowpack for great skiing consistency on 45 kilometers of trails as of last night. Deeper snow at higher elevations, and there will be drifts. I was reading that on their website. I like it. Just be aware, we've groomed, but there will be drifts, which makes sense. And that some of the drifts may be suddenly like there because of the way the wind is blowing. But definitely great skiing up there. Fresh grooming on the Ellis Hall, Prospect Farm Village, and not to say anything about today, but they're just, all these cross-country areas are just set up now. They're set up for the week, set up for today, so definitely enjoy that. So Jackson Cross Country, don't forget you can get your ticket right there at the outdoor ticket window. Very easy for them. Purity Springs Cross Country has 15 trails, 70 kilometers, open, variable conditions on a natural base of 6 to 12 inches. And you can expect storm snow to blanket trails with grooming to occur following the storm, including lake crossings. But great day for snowshoeing. Be a perfect day for snowshoeing. So you can check all that out at Purity Spring and Snowshoe Reserve. And speaking of snowshoeing, let's talk about snowshoeing because every Saturday, Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center leave the navigating to them and take a walk through the winter woods of Great Glen Trails as part of their snowshoe tours. You'll have a knowledgeable and friendly staff member to show you the way. You may even see animal prints along the tour and talk about the flora and fauna of the White Mountains. Great for all ages, all abilities. Special guest guides from their partners at the Appalachian Mountain Club will be there this Saturday and next. More info at greatglentrails.com. I did that a couple years ago. It was so much fun. It was on a full moon night. Saw or heard owls. I can't remember which, but definitely heard them. Woo-hoo. And the 21st annual New Hampshire sanctioned and Jackson Invitational Snow Sculpting Competition is here. This Jackson Area Chamber of Commerce event will be held at Great Glen Trails Mount Washington Auto Road in the Jackson area of New Hampshire. The fabulous location offers guests and visitors not only great cross-country skiing, tubing, snow coach rides, but creates an incredible background for the viewing of their sculpting pieces. Check back soon for lots. The details go on. The event started Friday, and teams from all over the northeastern part of the United States have come there, and they'll scope throughout the weekend and finish at noon on Sunday. Spectators are welcome to view the entire process, but are welcome to return on Sunday the 30th for the finished products. And you can see firsthand how sculptors craft their 8-foot by 4-foot cube into fabulous snow sculptures. So check that out, and check out all the activities at Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road.
I hate to, but we are having some technical difficulties. I'm sure plenty of people saw what just came up on screen. I think we should probably head to break or something.
Well, all right, let's do that then, and then we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Get ready to enjoy entertaining après ski at the Winter. Get ready to enjoy entertaining après ski at the Winter Entertainment Series Friday nights, Theater in the Wood, Intervale. Great acoustics, great seats, great acts. February 11th, 2 singer-songwriter trios come to town with their original Americana, folk, and bluegrass tunes featuring guitar, bass, mandolin, and flute. You can go ahead and get tickets online at theaterinthewood.org or at the door.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where the Valley rallies for hand-cut steaks grilled to perfection, hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
King Pine Ski Area at Purity Spring Resort in New Hampshire is where generations of families from across New England have come to ski and enjoy winter fun. King Pine has impeccable ski conditions, terrain and trails for all abilities, professional ski instructors, and a friendly staff. King Pine offers skiing, snowboarding, snow tubing, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and ice skating. With so much to choose from, you'll want to stay slopeside at Purity Spring Resort. Discover your winter fun tradition at kingpine.com.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
Jackson XC invites you to glide your way through winter. Leave every day behind and get out on the snow. Whether you have 30 minutes to yourself or a full day on the trails with friends, 6 feet apart of course, transport yourself and put a smile on your face on the trails at Jackson XC. Never skied? We can teach you. Love to ski? Let us challenge you on trails that range from Riverside up into the forests and back. One of the best things you can do for yourself is get a season pass. With 5 trail networks and more than 10 trailheads, your season pass lets you get out and go easy Jackson access in-town locations, as well as high elevation and remote access points, you'll find yourself skiing more with a pass. Or pick up a day ticket from our outside ticket window and ski by the day. Jackson XC is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing exceptional ski experiences, and we look forward to seeing you on the trails.
The story of White Mountain Oil and Propane began in 1941. Since then, it's been neighbor helping neighbor for generations of customers. When you call from Chicora, they'll say, "We have someone there now. His name is Bob." They have the largest storage facility north of Concord, so you won't hear, "See you next week." You'll hear, "Be right over." They know this valley, and they know what you need to enjoy it in year-round comfort. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. We apologize for some technical errors that we are having, but Matthew he's diligently working hard to make everything run smoothly. So we're going to keep going. And if we lose you again, it's not your fault. It was us and not you. So, but hey, right now though, we want to talk about some of the great things going on. And we have a nice thing here because powder and tree skiing tips from Ski Magazine is what we're going to look at now. Ski Magazine is just one of the brands now part of the Outside family. Get Outside Plus for access to everything Outside offers. Just released exclusively for Outside Plus members, the third episode of Michaela Schifrin, Passion and Purpose, a 5-part original series following one of the most dominant ski racers in the world. Go to whitemountains.tv and click Outside Plus to get started. Now, let's go powder skiing.
Hi, I'm Ann Shorling with the PSIA Alpine team. Whenever I'm looking to go pick a line in powder, it can be tempting to think that all of the snow is going to be the same and beautiful and soft. What I do when I pick a line, however, is I actually try to notice what the surface of the snow can look like. Sometimes, when you get a lot of wind, it changes the texture of the snow and can make what I think is going to be a soft, fluffy line kind of firm and terrible. So, the first thing I'm looking for is what's on that surface. If it's totally smooth and even with no striations, it's probably just soft, beautiful snow. If you're looking at it, however, and it starts to have some little texture on the surface, it might have been wind affected. And then as that texture gets bigger, that's telling you it's been even more wind affected and it's probably going to be pretty firm. So when you're picking your line, first look for places where the snow is totally clean and soft. Second, you want to be aware of what's on the side of your powder run. The new snow can cover obstacles just by a little bit, but you will still hit them if you ski through it. For example, if you're skiing down a chute, you want to notice if there are rocks on the sides and give them a little bit of a wide berth, because usually the rocks on the sides have smaller rocks that creep into the chutes. So you want to ski right down the middle. Same thing in the trees. You want to notice if there are a lot of really small trees and kind of stay towards the middle as opposed to getting closer to the taller trees on the side. That'll help make sure you're going to hit fewer obstacles under the snow when you're skiing powder. For more tips like this, go to skimag.com/skipowder. Whenever we start skiing powder, there are some basic strategies that can help us to get better, feel better in the snow, regardless of our skiing level. The general aim of these strategies are to try to float on top of the powder. So we've all been taught to make a nice round turn shape where we come across the hill and gain some speed control at the bottom of the turn. The problem with this is it's also going to slow us down and cause us to get bogged down in the powder. Instead, what we're trying to do is make a turn where we have more of a diagonal finish. So instead of coming all the way across the mountain, we're actually going to maintain some movement downhill, and that's going to help us keep our speed up and avoid sinking down in the powder where it's hard to turn and more difficult to start. So when we turn in that way, what's going to happen is we'll be able to maintain some speed through the finish of the turn and maintain that float that we've been generating by having some speed. A great reminder when you're doing this can be to pole plant. If you just pick a rhythm for your pole plants as you're going down the mountain, it'll help us avoid that moment of turning all the way across the hill and getting ourselves stopped and bogged down. Instead, swing your pole and just keep turning and maintain that open turn shape. For more tips like this, go to skimag.com/skipowder.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Weir, PSI certified ski instructor, and I have a couple tips to help you feel more comfortable when you're skiing in the trees. We're going to focus on how to keep your weight flowing through the outside leg. When your weight's mostly through the outside leg or the outside ski, that ski has the opportunity to turn and be maneuverable and take you wherever you want, whenever you want. So a few points to think about. Number one, when you're moving your weight from one ski to the other in the end of the turn, make small movements from foot to foot rather than big aggressive moves. What you might think of is taking the weight off the old outside ski, meaning in the end of the turn, that outside ski has more weight, slowly take a little bit of weight off of it. The weight will flow to the other foot just like a slinky in your hands. Another thing to focus on is where your edging movements are coming from. If you're using your whole body to edge your skis, your weight's going to end up too much on the inside ski, taking away some of your confidence, some of your ability to control your path. So instead, make sure your edging movements are coming from your legs, your feet, your ankles, your knees, making gentle tipping movements into the mountain. This will help create a little C shape in your body and keep your weight flowing through that outside leg. Finally, let's focus on our pole plants for a bit. Pole planting is very important in steep areas, trees, and in bumps, because you can plant the pole and use that to stabilize your upper body, giving you a moment to get ready before you enter your next turn. However, if you keep that pole planted too firmly and you lean on it as you start your turn, you're likely to end up on the wrong foot. So instead, plant the pole firmly enough to get the job done, whatever that is, and then keep skiing past that pole, allowing the weight to flow to your outside foot. For more tips like this, visit skimag.com/skitrees.
It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay at the Woodstock Inn Brewery. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at a award-winning restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station with seasonal outdoor dining options available, plus a function room for parties, weddings, or corporate events. Daily tours of the brewery are available, where you'll learn about our history, process, canning line, and sample some of our beers, like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000-footer IPA, Moody Brew, or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale. A variety of seasonal and limited release beers like Lost Time and Exit 32 are available on tap and in our gift shop. With weekly entertainment, 40 unique rooms and suites, and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for your next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockInNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16 Sunday morning. And a fine time to travel to the top of Mount Washington. And who's up there? Steve. How are you?
Good morning, Rob. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing very well. And you guys, you know, I think everybody is saying, oh, they must be buried in like 19 feet of snow with 200-mile-an-hour winds, but you're not.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The storm tracked a little bit further east, and we're on the kind of the fringes of the snow, really, and the winds too. We only got to 120 earlier in the week on our shift. I thought we could possibly see some pretty good gusts up to the 140s, 150s, but looks like that main jet, that low-level jet really stayed off to our east, but otherwise not too bad. How are things down there this morning?
Very calm this morning. You know, it was windy last night. We were outside for a while, probably around 8 o'clock, and kind of playing in the wind, and peak gust of 28 at my house anyway, and then it just stopped. The wind just stopped, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful morning outside, great sunrises and everything else. So the calm after the storm.
Yep, yeah, it's definitely pretty nice up here. We'll take a look outside on our deck camera, looking outside. Well, part of it needs a little bit of a defrost, but you can see that we are in the clear up here out to Summit currently. We'll take a look from Wildcat, and now they're dealing with a little bit of blowing snow, and it looks like maybe some frosting going on the window. It is pretty cold up, and there's an adjustment so that you can see one of the ravines there, and pretty gusty and breezy up there. We'll bring it back into the camera or back into the weather, and we'll look at current conditions across the summit. Looking at the auto-road vertical profile, currently 15 below as of my last stop, but did have 15 below. Then heading further down, it warms up, quotations around warm though, into the single digits, 5 below down at the base. Looking at wind speeds currently, right now, right around 60 to 75 miles per hour with an occasional gust up to 95 miles per hour as you look behind me. But at the Hayster, it's been a pretty active morning. We've had occasional gusts up into the triple digits. Highest gust so far over the last 24 hours up to 118 miles per hour. Current conditions saying 68 miles per hour with a 10-minute wind gust of 75 miles per hour out of the northwest. And with those winds and the cold temperatures, we have a wind chill of 56 below currently. We do have a wind chill warning in effect through the most of today with the high winds and cold temperatures. Over the last 24 hours for precipitation, we've received right around 5 to 8 inches of snow right now. 7 inches has been reported over the last 24 hours. And then we bottomed out this morning actually right around 17 below. Looking at our valley forecast, wind chill warning in effect for the higher summits, but for the valley forecast, temperatures will warm back up into the teens. And then Sunday night, later on tonight, falling down to right around 0 with the clear skies. Winds do become pretty light at times, but still a bit breezy early on in the evening. And tomorrow, winds will become light and variable. Temperatures warming up into the 20s. And then tomorrow night, mostly clear skies and right around 4 above. It's going to stay pretty tranquil through these first couple of days. There's another storm system we do have to keep an eye on coming up in the middle of the week. Possibly a little bit of a warm-up. Temperatures feeling a little more warmer than average. Some areas might get into the 40s and kind of melt away some of the snow. Maybe try to give us a break from all these cold temperatures and your typical late January, early February thaw, I'd say.
Absolutely, which we get that every year. But they're saying rain. Or let's say precipitation? Are they expecting a lot, or is it just a little bit of it, or do they have any idea for the end of the week?
It depends, really, because there's a couple of forecast models, the global forecast models, so they're a little bit of a lower resolution, but they're pretty reliant when we look at the 3 to 5 up to 7-day forecast. And there's kind of a disagreement on what they show. One model shows a little bit of a colder track for the storm, another one's a little bit of a warmer track, and it looks like there's going to be some temperature challenges and precipitation challenges in the coming days. I think will start to get ironed out possibly as we get into tomorrow or Tuesday. We had a similar issue this past week, really, with this storm system this past week, and so gonna just have to keep an eye on what the models are showing as we head throughout today and into the start of the new work week. Hopefully, fingers crossed myself that we stay on the colder side of things, because as being a snow lover and a skier myself, I definitely wanted to see the colder temperatures sticking around.
Absolutely. Yep. Well, Steve, thank you so much for being up there and chatting with us this morning.
Yep, of course. Hope everybody has a great Sunday, stays nice and warm, and enjoy digging out. We're going to enjoy digging out, too.
There you go. Well, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
You too, Rob. Have a good one.
Take care. Steve up there at the summit of Mount Washington, letting us know what is going on up there. And, it sounds blustery, but beautiful. Blustery, but beautiful. So
it's my newest album name. Blustery, but beautiful.
Blustery, but beautiful.
Talking about my farts.
I got to remember that.
Yeah.
Coming up on the program, we're going to be doing some Zoom-in with Jeff Fogmere Fung Mir, the White Mountain National Forest snow ranger and lead avalanche forecaster for the Mount Washington Avalanche Center, will be looking forward to doing that. Plus, of course, we've got Watch and Win coming up in a little while. And I want to tell you about a couple things that are coming up. One, of course, is the Speaker Series. Up there, the Glen House Speaker Series, co-hosted by Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center, features 3 speakers from the local community and highlight topics of interest. All talks are hosted at the Glen House Hotel and are free and open to the public. On February 18th, Douglas Aaron stops by to talk about all things space. Space is big, really big, and the chemistry of the universe might make it seem likely that life is everywhere. Well, does it? And what special circumstances lead to the evolution of humans? These questions help us understand how the universe works, our place in it, and what we might find on planets elsewhere in space. Douglas Aaron is a PhD and Professor Emeritus of Physics and Astronomy at Carthage College and a Fellow of the American Physical Society, a member of the American Astronomical Society and the International Astronomical Union. Get more information at greatglentrails.com. And be a voice of your nonprofit. Registration is open now for the 2022 Mount Washington Valley Ms. contestant. Or contest. You could be a contestant in the contest. Hosted by Mount Washington Valley Promotions at 3 in the Wood, Intervale, on Sunday, March 13th. Women of all ages will represent their nonprofit organization for the chance to win $500 for that charity. You don't have to be single. You don't have to be a model. What you do need is to be passionate about your organization. The winner's organization receives $500 in cash. The winner herself receives a crown and a sash, plus prizes collected by the participants. Don't worry, the runner-ups also receive prizes. Please consider being a part of this fun end of the winter event. By working together, we can promote all of our organizations. If you want to participate and don't have an organization, get in touch and they'll link you with one of the 60 members. Registration deadline is February 15th, 2022. Coming up for live entertainment today, Red Park & Pub has Mitch Alden. Riley and Dan Parkhurst are at the Shovel Handle Pub, and Reckless Duo will be at the Shovel Handle Pub. Hoot Night on Tuesday at the Wildcat Tavern, along with open mic and karaoke at the Wildcat Tavern, Woodstock Tavern, sorry. Wednesday, the Red Park & Pub has the free ride with John Sardi. On Friday, Dennis and Davey are at Deacon Street. The Big Picture at the Red Park & Pub. Marty Cork at the Shenandoah. Shovel Handle Pub has the Reckless Duo. Al Schaffner will be at the Wildcat Tavern from 6 to 9. And the Woodstock Inn Brewery features Reckless. So there we go. So watch and win.
Finally.
It's
here.
Let's take our first qualifier for Watch and Win. And so with this, you get 2 passes to Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center, which is good for cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or fat biking. And definitely a great week to be winning a prize like this for the Great Glen. Why am I having such a problem with Glen? It should be Great Glen or Great Glen.
Great Glen
Either
Trails,
way,
buddy.
I can't say it. So, but give us a call now at 603-356-6619. Of the book titles below, which is a real Stephen King novel? Would it be The Dark Half? Would it be Sugar Pine 7? Would it be The Harder They Fall? Or would it be The Tyrant of Triangle Town? Which one of those is a real Stephen King novel? I would read actually all 4 of them, so including the 3 that I know are not real, but I like one of them especially. Good morning, White Mountains Today. Which one of those is a real Stephen King novel?
I'm going to go with The Dark Half.
The Dark Half. Is it The Dark Half? It is The Dark Half. So I do like the what was it? The trial of
the Tyrant of Triangle Town.
The Tyrant of Triangle Town.
I like the alliteration.
Yeah. Who's on the phone this morning?
Lisa.
How are you today?
I'm cold.
You're cold. Where are you calling from? Intervale. So snow. What's your guess on the snow amount there in Intervale?
Probably 6 to 8 inches, I think.
6 to 8 inches. Okay. I'm going to try to see, get a consensus. It's so hard to tell how much it was. So, you going to go outside today at all?
Already took the dog out. It's really cold. Maybe skiing later.
There you go. And, the dogs still love it. They just, romping. They love to romp. So you're our first qualifier for the 2 tickets to Great Glen Trails. Great. Hang on the phone. We'll get more info. And there we go. The Dark Half.
The Dark Half.
By Stephen King. What year was that? I saw
1989.
1989. So, yeah. I thought those were all great. The Harder They Come. I thought that was, I enjoyed that one too. So, all right. We'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Here's a recipe for winter fun. Take New Hampshire's most magnificent landscape found only at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Add in perfectly groomed cross-country skiing trails, squeals of delight on the Tubing Hill, and breathtaking views on our one-of-a-kind snow coach up Mount Washington. Blend in the Glenview Cafe and Outfitter Shop, and the final ingredient is your happy family. How sweet it is. Great Glen Trails. Come for the beauty, stay for the fun.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From the backyard to the backcountry. Workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Join today.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Bear Notch Ski Touring Center in Bartlett hosts skiing and snowshoeing the way it was meant to be, on 65 kilometers of expertly groomed trails with spectacular riverside views, pristine waterfalls, picturesque flat meadows, and exciting hills. This winter, Bear Notch has modified operations to make safety first and foremost for skiers and staff. Purchase an affordable season pass for hassle-free access to the trail system by calling 603-374-2277. Day passes, rental gear, lessons, and tours must all be reserved in advance by phone. All public indoor areas at Bear Notch are closed this winter. Bear Notch Ski Touring takes this virus very seriously, but believes with precautions people can and should still enjoy outdoor sports safely. For all reservations, call 603-374-2277. Visit BearNotchSkiTouring.com for more info and trail conditions.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
And good morning. Welcome back to White Mountains Today here on Sunday, the final Sunday of January 2022. And what a blur January's already been. It's just like gone.
Soon it'll be spring, and then,
I know.
Then it'll be humid and
hot. That's the whole thing. I'm thinking about, April. April is 2 months away. If you can't, in the way I look at it, I got to start gearing up for spring already.
Right.
Go on. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Time is time, and we gotta enjoy that meal as long as it's in front of us. There you go. You like that emphasis?
I did. I like that. Right there, Jerry.
Because it's gonna be taken away, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's right. You like that, everybody?
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
That's right.
Let's check out what's going on in our favorite Nordic areas.
Is that a title?
And perfect weather for them. Bretton Woods Nordic, of course, has 38 of their trails open. 32 of them are track set, 37 are skate groomed, and it's machine groomed, packed powder conditions up there at Bretton Woods. Bear Notch Ski Touring, give them a call at 374-2277. For the latest update. I'm just going to double click on their thing. Oh, here we go. So they just updated. With today's wind, they recommend skiing on the Western Trail Network. Excellent wind protection and is freshly groomed. They're grooming a whole bunch of trails right now as we speak. So make sure you're, not that you're aware of it, but there might be a groomer on the trail, but they're also getting all the trails nice for you. And all trails are open for snowshoers. Let them make a Bear Notch believer out of you. Great Glen Trails, they are the Jackson Invitational Snow Sculpting Competition is underway in the courtyard. It'll be running until noon today. Walk or ski by, see what the masterful sculptors are creating. 4.5 inches of new snow has fallen since yesterday. They're 98% open and groomed for some quote-unquote wicked awesome conditions. For snow coach and tubing, just check availability and book online up there at Great Glen Trails. Jackson Cross Country, they got 4 to 8 inches of dry powder snow packed for great skiing consistency on 45 kilometers of trails last night. Deeper snow at higher elevations. There will be drifts. Fresh grooming on the Ellis Hall, Prospect Farm, and Village Trails. That'd be another good album title. There Will Be Drifts. Or a book, like a scary book. There Will Be Drifts. I think but I like that. I like that description for them. For their skiing. Yeah, we got it groomed, but there will be drifts.
There's going to be some drifts.
Oh, yeah, it'd be nice, kind of crunchy. And all that happening up there at Jackson Cross Country. Purity Spring Cross Country and Snowshoe Reserve has 15 trails open, variable conditions on a natural base of 6 to 12 inches. And they expect the storm snow to blanket the trails with grooming to occur following the storm. So as they can kind of move it along today, they will do that at Purity Spring. How about a road race? There will be drifts. How about a road race? There won't be any drifts on this road race. The Mount Washington Auto Road is thrilled to announce the 61st running of the Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race. Race day is going to be Saturday, June 18th, 2022 with a 9 a.m. start. The general random selection registration will be open from February 14th at 8 a.m. through February 28th at 11:59 p.m. Sponsored by Delta Dental, the race ascends the Mount Washington Auto Road from Pinkham Notch to the 6,288-foot summit of Mount Washington. In addition to the unrelenting grade, runners face the added challenge of Mount Washington's famously high winds, precipitation, and unpredictable temperatures, which make the race one of a kind. Prizes include $1,000 apiece for the first male and female finishers, and then other cash prizes for the next 5, and women, and the top 3 male and female masters, which are over 40. Yay! Prizes for the first male and female finishers from New Hampshire, and a $5,000 bonus for setting a new course record. That's cool. Wow. The release is on whitemountains.tv, so you can get all the info there. It's only one hill. And don't forget, we have a contest going on. Enter now to win our monthly online prize, which is 2 passes to ride the Mount Washington Snow Coach. Take a sightseeing tour in a comfortable passenger van equipped with special tracks to experience the magical world of winter at Treeline on Mount Washington. To enter, go to whitemountains.tv, click Win Prizes, and congratulations to the winner of last month's drawing for 2 tickets to Bretton Woods, Brian Wilcox of Southborough, Massachusetts. And I imagine we're going to draw that pretty soon, right, Matthew? I would think.
I
assume the month means January.
Right, yes.
I would assume.
I would imagine that at some point, because Tuesday's the 1st, I'd probably say probably tomorrow at some point we'll be announcing.
So sign up now. Hey, coming up next week, of course, make sure you keep it tuned right here every Saturday and Sunday. Weather and ski conditions, events and entertainment, watch and win, and so much more. And hopefully not technical difficulties. Yeah. So now you, Matthew.
Me, Matthew.
You're Matthew.
Me, Rob.
You don't remember the old days of when we were kids that all of a sudden, this thing would appear on the screen, and it was like a little graph, like a circle thing, and it would be like, technical difficulties, and it would just be what they would post, and there was usually a sound. Beep. I don't know why it needed the sound. It was like, oh, because I can't see the screen anymore, you need to draw my attention to it. Honey, what's for the...
Well, in case there's... that's a good bit. Probably because, in case someone's got a hot mic on, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone says, bah, bah, to start screaming
technical
like that. I've seen those technical that is not beyond my time. I have seen those. I know, like SpongeBob used to, it was kind of a gag.
Use it for humorous
thing. Right, I never saw it legitimately.
Yeah, you never saw it. You never saw at 1 a.m. or whatever when they would play the Star, or was it Star Spangled Banner? Yeah, Star Spangled, and they would sign off. We now end our broadcast day. And they would play the Star Spangled Banner and sign off.
No, that is definitely something that is beyond my time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember, because my dad would tell me how that's like at the end of every day when they'd run out of stuff to program, they would just say bye-bye and play the...
Because they had to have people sitting there pressing buttons until 1 a.m. or whatever. So they would end the broadcast day. And what was one? There used to be one, something from Unity, Maine. It was like an inspirational program they would run at the end of the day. And it was like, so I would watch Saturday Night Live, until it ended, and then it would have this thing from Unity, Maine, from the University of something in Unity, Maine.
Backyard wrestling, Unity, Maine.
And somebody watching is going, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then they would end the broadcast day. And they would go, beep. And you'd wake, you'd fall asleep, you'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like,
you're just like,
yeah. What was that noise? Honey, go to bed. It's time for bed.
The Soviets, they launched them. We got to go.
Hey, let's take another qualifier for our 2 tickets to the Great Glen Trails to join Lisa, who was our first qualifier. So we have 2 passes to Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Good for cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or fat biking. And, tubing. They got tubing there, too. Tubing. There's a tubing right there. Today is 1/30/2022. And this is our watch and win question. You can call us at 603-356-6619. Tuukka Rask shares the Boston Bruins goaltending job with whom else? Would it be Brad Marchand? Would it be Linus Ullmark? Would it be Doug Glatt? Or would it be Shane Duan or Doan? Doan? Okay. So, good morning. Who does Tuukka Rask share the Boston Bruins?
Linus Ullmark.
With Linus Ullmark? It is. Absolutely. Who's on the phone?
John.
Hi, John. Where are you calling from this morning?
from Cranmore Mountain, New Hampshire.
Calling from Cranmore Mountain. Well, Oz, you going to get out and do some skiing today?
Absolutely not. I'm working.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well, you just don't tell them. I'm just going outside for a minute, and then you just start skiing. I didn't tell you to do that. Well, John, you're our next qualifier for our Watch and Win 2 passes to Great Glen Trails. I think we lost John.
John, if you can hear us.
Well, hold on there, John. We'll get some more information.
Well, he's at work.
So he's at work. You see, he's got to help people. So Tuka Rask. So my dog is named Tuka.
Yeah.
So which means fights. I think it's fights with thunder or something like that.
Wow.
So we thought, wow, what a cool name. Only after, like, my wife and I said, oh, that's a great name. Let's go with that. Then our sons were like, it's also the name of the goalie for the Bruins. He's named after a sports figure.
I wonder what the odds are that would happen, because I mean, every time like most of my dogs and cats are named after athletes, so I can't really.
They knew it.
I can't like poke fun at. Okay.
Oh, they know it.
Because I'm just surprised. Okay, because I'm surprised that you knew the etymology of the name Tuka before you knew that he was the goalie.
Well, no, that was it, because my son said, "What about Tuka? It means fights with thunder."
Oh yeah.
And we thought, well, that's a great name.
You sat right up.
Yeah,
I want that one.
Oh, we went through. I think it was easier naming my kids than it was naming this dog. Well, it went on for weeks.
Well, it's tough. My dog's name is Jacoby, after Jacoby Ellsbury.
Oh, so. Nice. I like that.
Well,
and it also has to be something. The toughest name I had for a dog is we had a dog named Abby.
Oh yeah.
And so when I would call the dog in, I would have to be like, Abby. But I would have to say dog in case my neighbors were listening, like that I was calling after my kid.
Right.
Abby, get in this house right now. Come eat your gruel. It's like
your gruel.
So Abby dog. So I'd call her Abby dog. So since then I have not named a dog anything
like a human name.
Yeah, a human. Oscar is I got Oscar. He's kind of a human name dog, but
come here, Todd.
Yeah. Doop, doop, doop.
He's
a golden retriever. So he's like,
here's Oscar.
I'll come in the house. Doop, doop, doop.
Hi, I'm Oscar.
And I like it because he can be Oscar.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, I got to talk to John on the phone. We'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events, from the backyard to the backcountry, workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
Climb aboard for a comfortable winter tour to an extreme world above treeline. Powered by a custom 4-track, all-wheel powered drivetrain, the 9-passenger Mount Washington Snow Coach transports guests into a treeless subarctic world at 4,200 feet for a truly unforgettable experience that anyone of any age can enjoy. Experience breathtaking views or Mount Washington's famous extreme weather. If you thought a summer drive on the historic Mount Washington Auto Road was amazing, you need to experience a winter tour on a Mount Washington Snow Coach.
Enjoy majestic views from the dining room, screen porch, or cozy pub of Max's Pub at the Snow Village Inn. Feast on Maine Coast oysters, braised boneless short ribs, and craft cocktails served by attentive staff. Max's Pub, Snow Village Inn, Eaton. Enjoy the thrill of winter at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Cranmore is the most fun on snow with great skiing and riding on a mix of classic New England trails, wide open cruisers, glades, and terrain parks. Beginners love the dedicated learning area with its own chairlift and gentle beginner-only terrain. Cranmore has been named one of the best places in New England for skiing and snowboarding lessons. And Cranmore is home to New Hampshire's #1 tubing park for huge thrills off the ski slope. Save when you plan ahead at cranmore.com.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the supreme chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains today.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. We got a lot of snow, we got a lot of wind, and of course that makes the outside world a little bit different. So let's welcome Jeff Fonjami, and he is, what is your official title, Jeff?
I'm lead snow ranger for the Avalanche Center. Snow ranger is a word that means avalanche forecaster, rescuer. We do a number of things, but lead snow ranger.
And that's awesome. And you've been doing it. You've been the lead snow ranger since 2017, and but you've been dealing with avalanches for 20 years.
Well, I don't know about dealing with avalanches. I've been involved with the avalanche.
Okay.
I've been avoiding avalanches for 20 years. How about that? I've been involved with guiding and search and rescue for about 20, 25 years, avoiding avalanches.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So where are you right now?
Right now, I'm in the garage at Pinkham Notch. We have a garage where we keep our snow machines and our piston bully that's behind us. We're getting ready to go up the hill, and our team is heading up the hill today to try and figure out exactly where the avalanche problem is. There's a lot of snow blowing around. Visibility's pretty good, and we're going to see if we can figure out what's going on.
So, I mean, exactly what is a snow ranger, and how many of you are there?
Today we're a team of 5. We're typically a team of 4, and a snow ranger is a person that it's a Forest Service term. It means that by day we're avalanche forecasters. We also have rescue responsibility. If somebody gets lost or hurt or buried in an avalanche, we put our rescue hat on, and we have search and rescue for Cutler River drainage, which is sort of this corner of Mount Washington.
Yeah. And what is the Mount Washington Avalanche Center? Is that where you are, or is that kind of a bigger, broader term?
It's kind of a broader term. The Mount Washington Avalanche Center is it's a program that's supported by the White Mountain National Forest, Friends of Tuckerman Ravine, and the Mount Washington Volunteer Ski Patrol. And what we do as a group is we support the community by providing an avalanche forecast. It comes out every day at about 7 o'clock. And if that doesn't work, we have rescue responsibility. And sort of side responsibilities is we try and promote outreach with avalanche education, safe, responsible use in the backcountry, and do a lot of messaging to the public and just try and keep everybody safe.
So considering the weather we got yesterday, lots of snow, lots of wind, what are the conditions like outside today? And obviously you haven't been up on the mountain yet, but you must have an idea.
I do have an idea. I can tell you right now in the parking lot, it's pretty brutal, actually. I mean, the sun is out, which is nice, but there's a lot of wind blowing around. There's a lot of snow being transported. When I was driving into work here, driving up Route 16, I could see snow being transported up on the ridge lines. If anybody looks at Mount Washington today before it clouds over, or if it clouds over, you can see kind of a white fuzz up on the ridges and high up. But what that means is the snow is blowing the wind is blowing all the snow that came in yesterday into the ravines. So it's a cold, windy day here. Avalanche danger is definitely elevated.
And we were talking earlier about you called them snow slabs, where the wind just kind of creates the shelf of snow.
Yeah, wind slabs. Wind slab is if you can get snow at your house. Big wind, even snow at your house, and the wind might blow a lot of the snow off your driveway. And if it finds a place where where it can collect, it makes a big pile someplace else. So the wind slab today, what a wind slab is doing, it's our northwest wind is transporting all the snow that fell on the west side of the mountain over to the east side of the mountain, and the wind picks it up and it drops it in the ravines here. Tuckerman, Huntington, and Gulf Sides Ravine are being loaded with wind slabs today.
And you said 1 inch of snow can equal 5 to 8 inches of wind slab.
Just about. It depends on a number of factors: snow density, the wind speed. Generally, that's what we figure. So we think maybe 8 inches of snow on the summit last night. We could see wind slabs several feet thick potentially today in some of the east-facing aspects. It's definitely an avalanche problem.
Now, do you go out and you don't try to create avalanches, do you? Or are you just trying to find out where they are so you can tell people where to avoid?
Exactly. We don't mitigate avalanches in any way. We just try and warn the public where they are, what they're like, how sensitive they're going to be, and how to avoid them.
So if someone were to say, I'm going out today, is it too early for them to go out today and head on up there without you guys knowing what's going on?
No. If you're experienced person in the backcountry, you've got some avalanche education. There's definitely places where you could, if you're a skier or climber, you could ski and climb today, avoiding if you know where to go, if you know where not to go. Sure, I mean, it could be safe.
And how
you've got to be smart about it.
And how do people find out? If they're like, I know what an avalanche is, but I wouldn't know what to do and how to be safe. How do people find out about that so they can then be safe in the future?
Yeah, avalanche education is a great thing right now. There's a number of guide services in town here that provide avalanche courses, and the avalanche education ends up being a sequence of you take an entry-level course, you get some field time experience in the terrain a little bit, there's some learning that goes on, you take a higher level course, more field time, you learn a little bit more about avalanches and how they form and what they do. And it's not an overnight course, it's a series of educational courses mixed in with lots of field time and experience, being careful along the way.
I mean, it's fascinating, and it's one of those things I think a lot of people think, avalanches, that happens, out in the West in the tall mountains or in Nepal or whatever. But no, we right here in the White Mountains, face that danger quite often.
We do. We have avalanches here. We have anytime you have a big steep slope full of snow, it can avalanche. And one of our snow rangers was heading up the hill this morning, and he reported a natural avalanche in the center of Tuckerman Ravine. Probably happened. I'm guessing it happened sometime this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, they happen.
And that's definitely going to happen over the next few hours, few days. Up there.
I would guess with the wind loading that's going on right now, I think natural avalanches is certainly a possibility on certain slopes throughout the morning, possibly into the afternoon. If the wind picks up overnight, that activity may slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's still, the human could still trigger an avalanche, certainly at least for the next day or two, I would expect.
And well, Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, there's so much to know about that. And we definitely appreciate what you guys do. And you post this information. Where do you post that?
If you look online, WashingtonAvalancheCenter.org. It comes out every morning, roughly 7 o'clock.
All right, and that's I think that would be the first stop that I would want to make as I'm planning my day if I'm going up there.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope everybody reads our forecast if they're heading into the backcountry. And we're also around. We ask people to, if you see us in the mountains, stop and talk to us. If you see a green jacket or the logo like that, we're happy to talk about conditions and advise where to go, where not to go. And we're generally trying to be available for everybody.
Well, that sounds great. Well, Jeff, thanks so much for joining us this morning. And hopefully you have a great day. And we'll get a chance to talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All righty, let me just sign off for Jeff there. All righty, well, that was really cool. I mean, that's stuff that I know that we have a chance of avalanches or whatever, and I know that there is that avalanche forecast every morning. But it is important, and especially after the conditions we just got.
Oh, big time.
And with the snow just blowing over into the ravines. I mean, I'm sure it's spectacular up there this morning.
Right. It's got to be this one-of-a-kind sight. But dangerous.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jeff. We really appreciate that. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
You're out.
Over 75 years ago, the Saunders family started White Mountain Oil and Propane to serve this community. White Mountain Oil and Propane was there to deliver range oil, install modern oil heating systems, and introduce new leading-edge appliances. Today, White Mountain Oil and Propane is still run by the Saunders family, and it's the area's premier energy retailer, delivering premium fuel products across northern New Hampshire and western Maine. 3 generations, that's dependability. That's White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
King Pine Ski Area at Purity Spring Resort in New Hampshire is where generations of families from across New England have come to ski and enjoy winter fun. King Pine has impeccable ski conditions, terrain and trails for all abilities, professional ski instructors, and a friendly staff. King Pine offers skiing, snowboarding, snow tubing, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and ice skating. With so much to choose from, you'll want to stay slopeside at Purity Spring Resort. Discover your winter fun tradition at kingpine.com.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
My community inspired me to become a leader.
Showed me a path to my future.
And completely changed my life.
My community.
My community is White Mountains Community College.
Enroll now for upcoming classes. Learn more at wmcc.edu.
Enjoy the thrill of winter at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Cranmore is the most fun on snow with great skiing and riding on a mix of classic New England trails, wide open cruisers, glades, and terrain parks. Beginners love the dedicated learning area with its own chairlift and gentle beginner-only terrain. Cranmore has been named one of the best places in New England for skiing and snowboarding lessons. And Cranmore is home to New Hampshire's #1 tubing park for huge thrills off the ski slope. Save when you plan ahead at cranmore.com.
Watch weekly highlights of the Mountain Meister Race Series right here on White Mountains TV. Wednesday is Meister Day at Cranmore Mountain Resort, and our camera will be on the scene to capture the Valley's top racers and top characters. Will you make the cut? Look for a new weekly video every week right here on White Mountains TV. Coverage brought to you by the Valley Originals and Memorial Hospital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This week's video is coming right up. Do not miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains TV.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists, right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
And welcome back to White Mountain Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Let us see what's happening at ski areas. I can do this really quick. Snow, great conditions. And our ski report is presented by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area. They were voted best grooming and scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. This winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com. Just 35 minutes from North Conway. And you know the conditions are going to be fabulous up there at Bretton Woods. They have 78 trails open, 7 lifts, 365 acres. They got 6 to 8 inches of snow in the last 24 hours. Powder. We love that word. Powder and a 22 to 36 inch base depth up there. Cranmore Mountain is skiing on 44 trails today, 6 lifts, 135 acres. Packed powder, 5 inches of snow in the last 24 hours, and they're skiing on 16 to 23 inches. King Pine Ski Area is 100% open. 5 lifts are going today up to 17 trails, 50 acres, 4 inches of new snow for them. Again, powder. All righty, so definitely a great day for skiing. I encourage everybody to get on out there. If you came up for skiing, here you go. That's skiing was good yesterday. But 3 of my sons went skiing. Just zipped over to Cranmore and did some skiing for a little while and said it was nice.
Got some
and
turns.
That was in the in the height of it. So and it wasn't that bad. Knock on wood. Conditions were pretty good on the roads and everything else, and people seem to be driving pretty safely. So, hey, let's take one more qualifier for our Great Glen Trails passes. 2 of them, 2 passes to Great Glen Trails, and we're going to give those away in just a moment. And let's see who it will be when they answer this Watch and Win question. 603-306-6619. The 2020 census has been revealed, and it has revealed which New England state is the least populated. Would it be New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine, or Vermont? What about Massachusetts or Connecticut? Which one of these is the least populated? Good morning, White Mountain State. Which one of these states is the least populated?
New Hampshire.
Would it be New Hampshire? Nope, it's not New Hampshire. Well over 1 million people in New Hampshire already. I remember when I moved up there, I wasn't even close to it. Good morning, White Mountain State. Which state is the least populated of these 4?
Good morning. I'm just streaming. I got to catch up. Hang on.
No problem. The 2020 census has revealed which New England state is the least populated. Is it
Vermont.
Vermont. Is it Vermont? It is Vermont. The upside down New Hampshire. And do we have the population there? 6. Wow, they are way less. 643,700 or 77. Oh. Yeah, that's way less. Because that's amazing. Who's on the phone?
Mike, calling from Massachusetts.
Calling from Massachusetts. You notice your Massachusetts wasn't on that list, Mike?
Nope.
You got a lot of people. Where are you calling from in Massachusetts?
Just north of Boston, Winfield, Mass.
Did you get a lot of snow yesterday?
A decent amount, maybe 18 or 20 inches.
Well, there you go. There you go. You going to get outside and play in it today, or just look at it from the inside?
I gotta go finish cleaning up. You want to come down and help?
I would, but we gotta go. Mike, we'll get some information from you in just a second. Hang on the phone, and we'll be right back here on White Mountains Today.
It's Meister time. Here's this week's video from the Mountain Meister Race Series at Cranmore Mountain Resort, presented by the Valley Original, sharing a commitment to their community and a passion for excellence in food and service, and by Memorial Hospital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, close to home and here for you.
This is what, week 4?
Week 4.
Kevin Hanlon, week 4. Tell us all about it.
Week 4. It's a beautiful bluebird day. You know, conditions are great. We've gotten some new snow. I think we got a couple inches yesterday, which is awesome. So making the skiing even better. So week 4, this is, last week was the last week to sign up. So everybody that's racing is now here and registered. Next week, we will start getting into organizing all the teams and whatnot so we can start releasing team standings so we can see where we're sitting. And next week, we will also lock all the divisions. So you will be stuck in whatever division you're in, and we'll start seeing point-wise where you guys are all standing. So yeah, it's going to be a good week.
Any tips from today on the course?
No, today, you know, I set it a little turnier up top. The snow conditions have been perfect, so I wanted to get away from that, you know, just straight up tuck run down. So I gave it a little turn up top and straightened it out down bottom. So it should be fun for everybody today.
And the big question, do you as the race director ever get to enjoy the après ski after the race?
Unfortunately, by the time I'm done at nights, it's about time just to go home and go to sleep. So when they do the kickoff and the mid-season party, I usually get down there in enough time to partake in some après, but during the regular week, not so much, unfortunately.
All right. Have a good week.
All right, thank you.
This is Original, a Valley Original. This is family dining, fine dining, international seafood, steak. This is independently owned, right here and only right here. It's live music, a margarita, a martini, a local brew. It's fresh from the sea and farm to table. This is a Valley Original restaurant. Look for this flag over 20 of the Mount Washington Valley's best independently owned restaurants, or browse restaurants right now at thevalleyoriginals.com.
And good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today. I'm just typing something in here into my computer because I got to do that.
Big business.
Big business.
Big business.
Okay, let's give away our 2 passes to Great Glen Trails. And Mike, Lisa, and John, let's see who it's going to be. I have my random number generator, and it random number generated a totally different number here. It generated. Okay, Lisa is our winner. Lisa Atea from Intervale and Beverly, Mass. So, Lisa, congratulations. You are our winner of 2 passes to Great Glen Trails. So, very cool. Very cool. And thank you to Lisa, Mike, and John for calling. And Mike's down there shoveling on the snow. I feel bad, but I can't help him.
It's always next weekend.
Yeah, there's always next week. Plus, you can go on to whitemountains.tv and you can sign up and win a prize there, too.
I think today's probably the last day. Yeah, get in on that snow coach action.
Yeah, very cool. All right, Matthew, thank you so much for being here today, and we'll see you next time on White Mountains Today.